Alright folks, the launch of Dragon's Dogma 2 is almost here, and it's time to talk schedule for my channel here, because normally I am a variety streamer who does a lot of different things. I do movie reviews along with games. I do a lot of different stuff, World of Warcraft, Enshrouded. We do a lot of community-based stuff along with my single-player stuff. But when a big release comes along like this one, I generally will put this to the front of the pack, and everything else falls secondary for probably 2 weeks, might be 3 weeks. It honestly depends on what the traffic is like, as long as we're seeing great peaks in traffic and good numbers showing up to the streams and everything else, we will be continuing onwards, and we will push that all the way until people are starting to get tired of it, and then we'll move on to other things. I would anticipate about 2 weeks of me going hard and heavy on Dragon's Dogma 2. It might be a little shorter, it might be a little longer. Again, it just depends on how everything's going. But here's what the schedule is going to look like. So normally I stream around noon Central every single day from it's like 11 to noon, sometimes up until about 2 to 3 o'clock, usually about a three-hour session, and that's here and on Twitch. With the launch of Dragon's Dogma 2, at least for the first weekend, so we're going live on Friday, I believe, the 22nd, I will be starting as soon as I wake up, essentially. I traditionally have my alarm set for 4 a.m. I get up, I do chores, I bring the cats in, I help Chris with homestead stuff, and then I usually settle in and do a bunch of recordings, usually from about 5:30 until about 9 o'clock in the morning is when I traditionally will do my recordings. That's not going to be the case for this launch weekend. We are going to be going hard and heavy on Dragon's Dogma 2 because I want to get as deep as I possibly can over the weekend so that the beginning of next week I can start to basically assimilate all the information that I've soaked in over the weekend and start to put together guides and everything else starting next week. So for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the majority of what you're going to be seeing is going to be me streaming as often as I possibly can. I can't tell you exactly how long the sessions will be or anything like that. All I can tell you is that if I'm awake, the internet and the power are on, and I don't have anything else going on, I will be streaming Dragon's Dogma 2 as often as possible. So it won't just be like 2 to 3 hours a day. It will be possibly 8 or 10 hours a day. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but just anticipate that I will be live as often as possible between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting probably as early as 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning Central Time, all the way up until about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, because that's typically when I go to bed, is about 8 or 9, sometimes 10 o'clock. So lots of Dragon's Dogma 2 this launch weekend. So if all that sounds fun to you, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here. Be sure to follow along on Twitch as well, because I am multi-streaming, but we are also starting to do a lot of Twitch-only streams, and I will definitely be doing some Twitch-only Let's Play sessions and streams around Dragon's Dogma 2. It won't only be multi-streams, so you'll make sure you want to follow along in both places, because as much as I only do guides and those things here on YouTube, I also only do things over in Twitch, and we are actively growing Twitch this year because I'm very happy with where we're at with YouTube. So make sure to follow along in both places. There's a Discord, there's a Patreon, follow all the links down below, and we'll see everybody in the next one. Stay tuned, because lots more Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming your way in terms of news and updates as we continue down the next few days to launch. But get settled in. Mark your calendars, because we're starting early on the morning of the 22nd, and we're going hard and we're going deep. Yeah! See you there, everybody.